Like you fucking figure out.
Hello,
Mm,
hello, YouTubers. Joe Kersey here on a Wednesday, June 5th at
it's Joe and Paul time.
12:45 in the afternoon Eastern time, and it is Joe and Paul time. Paul came over to do his laundry, and very kindly bring my mail in up from the mailbox. And Paul's into his orange T-shirt mode. I remember this from years back. So God bless us all.
If you see me in public, say hi.
Exactly.
Even at the hotel.
Exactly, even at the hotel. Now, Paul got a letter about his truck being completely paid off. So, yay! Good show. Now, he's just got to go to one of these title agency clerk offices.
Gotta go to DMV and try and get the title.
Well,
Because it's some electronic.
Yeah, but you got to go to the clerk of court's office, and some of the DMVs are a combination clerk of court's office and DMVs. Well, they are. They are. That's how Ohio does it. And not every DMV is a clerk's office. That's why I was suggesting.
But if they issue titles for this and that.
Yeah. Well, maybe they'll give you. Maybe they'll give you the new title right there on the spot when you bring them that letter. That'd be great if they did.
Be damn nice.
Yeah, it would be. Save another.
Yeah.
Well, you wouldn't have to make another trip. Probably they'd mail it to you. Probably, maybe. Now, those of you who are noticing certain details, you've noticed my
new eye, another eye.
My.
Oh look, it's right beside where your fellow made the gash in your face.
No, it's
made you breathe better.
Yeah, it's just. Oh, it did make me breathe immensely better. But anyway, it was like
you're pointing.
I know. I always make the point to the wrong side.
It's because you're always at the head of the table in surgery.
Yeah, I did a tour bus thing and all that kind of thing. Well, you gotta direct things, don't you, when you're in surgery?
Yeah.
Anyway, so there's that, and we can't just have just one
anesthesiologist.
One thing. So we've got there's a thing there, and there's some more stuff down. You can see more stuff here, And then here, I'm not going to take this thing off to show you.
A new gash in your.
Well, it's a new avulsion, is what it is, and when I say it's a. You can see how this stuff's kind of like, all it's waiting for is just something to sort of like make a thing under it and just avulse off some stuff. That's what happened.
They call it dry skin.
No, they don't. Dry skin. I mean, was Anita Bethel was slathered that crap all over herself all the time.
Lotion.
Oh, you couldn't. I mean, I wanted to throw her ass out of the damn truck when I drove her back and forth from North Carolina. She's always breaking open that bottle of crap and slathering all over herself. Ah, Lord! I had to open the windows, and she pissed and moaned about me opening the windows. I said, Anita, don't slather that crap all over yourself. I have to breathe it.
Oh, what perfumey shit.
Oh, yeah, it's just all this. It's like what? What was this? Like oat and weed or wheat and wheat or whatever shit she would say.
Don't need it. She was fun.
Yeah, she was a lot of fun. Yeah, and she was very generous, and in her own way, she was kind. At the same time, being mean while she's swinging a 12-ounce can of beer, unopened beer, at her son's head from clear across the living room. And she could have, if she had clocked him with that. I think there would have been an indictment.
Really? I liked when we were at the clock.
Oh,
She
well.
shit up for breakfast. She walked in and she said, "Who knocked my baby up?
Yeah, Thanksgiving
Who's guilty
Day.
of knocking my baby up?"
Yeah, Thanksgiving Day. And nobody's knocking anybody's baby up in that crowd, I'll tell you right now.
It was a dog.
Oh, she was right. Yeah, she was referencing the dog. Well,
Right.
as it turned out, no, the baby wasn't knocked up by any of the dogs.
No.
It was
got nailed by a mutt.
It was a misfire. Well, that's true. She was nailed by some, half-breed English setter, Labrador thing out there, and Lord knows.
Around in Bex.
Yeah, in Bexley land, yeah. Half-breed isn't a racist term. That's a descriptive term about dogs.
She had a Labrador, we had a Labrador, and she did not have a Labrador pup.
Well, this produced Bastion. Now, Bastion was probably,
Nuts.
well, no, Bastion was probably half English setter, half Labrador. But Bastion had some psychological problems.
Nuts.
Oh, no. He, when he was with Brooke, he was fine. Yeah. There was no problem when he was with Brooke.
He was alone.
He was an escape artist. He was an escape artist. When she brought him out here, and of course we put the toppings on top of the fence to try to keep him from escaping, which we sort of did. I ultimately had to keep him on a long cable, but he had. I took him down to get veterinary. And he had heartworms, and my Lord, and he had to have the big heartworm treatment. It's like $300 fucking dollars. Yeah, but he's not. He was on his own. He would have been fine on his own, but he couldn't live in a group of other dogs. Of course, we had a group of other dogs up here, and so that was just the way it worked.
Scream and shrill. He didn't howl or bark. He screamed and shrilled.
Yeah, well, that's an interesting description of the sound. But he was not your standard dog. No, he was a one-man dog. He wanted to be with Brooke. He didn't want to be up here with us.
I don't want to be with Brooke too.
Well, we'll save that for history there on that. So I was telling Paul about going up to the pizza house with Tony and Tamara et al. Jim and Lee Frater and Liz Rary. And he was not working at the Homewood that day. So, well, did I misspeak?
No.
Okay. You sure?
Yeah.
Okay, well, I'll cut that out if there's a problem.
No.
Okay. It was a lot of fun. I have given much thought to these injuries. And,
give me the date. The Thursday you were there, I'll know for sure and I'll let you know.
Oh, well, the Thursday was May 30th.
May 30th.
Yeah, May 30th. In the afternoon, late afternoon.
I'll have to write that down so I don't forget it. I can double check. No, I thought it.
Well, just think real Memorial Day.
Huh?
Real Memorial Day, May 30th. Well, no, because that's the real Memorial Day. That's the way it should be. It's like, November 11th is the real Veterans Day, or Armistice Day, as we used to call it when we were growing up. And, we call it Armistice Day, didn't we? Call it Armistice Day? Yeah. That was back when there were a few World War I veterans still around. Yeah. Honey, I'll write you a note for that in a minute, but not right now. Just not right.
Yeah,
Just not right.
he's got the key and searches for a pen. He doesn't want to make a note.
I know you do. I can tell. Searching behavior. I noticed that.
I carry notepads in my pocket.
Well, good. You should. You should. You should document everything. That was like this one DO from from Doctor's Hospital said. He was a gynecologist, and he was one of our sort of like preceptors when we were medical students. He was a good guy. He taught us a lot of stuff. But one of the things was, whenever he made a note, he'd say, date and time, document everything, document everything. I'm thinking to myself, now wait a minute, that's good advice, but that seems to apply.
I'm constantly making notes about what the supplies I need, where I need it, where I got to put it, and got to find it and steal it and.
I was so glad that I didn't have to do that shit. I just did what I wanted to do and then wrote it down after.
Nothing, because I'm always running around.
I did.
Fuck.
I was fortunate enough to. Well.
I like to get some hot guys too.
What? No, wait. We all know that. We all know what we're about here, in our private lives. But well, anything new to add? I don't have anything new to add, really. I mean, you've got your truck paid off. You got your laundry in. You're gonna watch. Paul's gonna watch a little Game of Thrones for the very first time here in a few minutes.
Oh, they're redoing all the. Did I tell you they're redoing the apartments? So immaculately redoing the apartments over there where I live.
Always immaculately.
When people move out. No, because they built these damn tall condo things and are charging like $400,000 for them. Okay, no. So if somebody moves out of where we live because they're all people own.
So what are they planning on charging for yours?
Well, let's put it this way: a two-bedroom moved out. They've been working on a thing for over a month.
But you don't have a two-bedroom. You have a one-bedroom.
Yeah, I know. I'm giving you this.
Okay, sure. I'm sorry.
All right. They've been working on this thing for 2 months. I don't know what the hell they're doing.
How long does it take to amortize the cost?
I mean, it doesn't take you 2 months to flip a fucking apartment over for somebody new to move in.
Yeah, it does.
No, it doesn't.
Yeah, it does. I mean,
What
are they charging?
Well, it used to be $1,200 a month.
No. I'm talking about for an apartment. If you're buying an apartment like a condo, then what's the purchase price for that?
Well, see, they're not making ours condos.
Oh, they're not making. Oh, okay.
No, right. They built the condo buildings over in a new place.
Oh, I don't know why they did that. I know why they did that. I just realized why they did that. Okay, all right.
No, they built the towers over across. So when you come into the neighborhood and you're coming back through the tunnel thing, on the right is where the new boroughs condos are, and that's where they're charging the $300,000 to $400,000.
Oh my!
2-bedroom condo.
Well, I suppose that's better than what. I can't remark on what Thomas might be doing.
I mean, 2-bedroom. It's absurd. Come on, give me a fucking break.
GM. Hey, BFB. I
wouldn't pay That's absurd. Nothing is worth that fucking money.
Well, no, I
come
mean,
on.
I can't imagine paying over the high 200s for any sort of house to live in.
Oh, you better get me somewhere outside and get me
Yeah.
some fucking property with that.
Well, I mean,
And
it's
then
just,
I mean,
yeah, it's just
yeah,
like
and it better be a nice
yeah, I mean,
story.
I don't care if it's nice. So I just want, I just see for me when we first moved up here, I thought this is easy to isolate ourselves from everything. You know, like
Right.
I knew I'd be able to buy that old woman up there in 2 years, which I did.
Right.
Okay.
And we put in old trees.
And the trees and also it's like it's just going to be
I
like
mean, nobody knew we were here.
and people
For
did
years.
for years, and they still really don't.
I like before they had it on the road, how they had to drive through tunnels to get here. Tunnel trees.
Oh well, you're going up the drive. Oh hell, well yeah, that was sure. Well, it was, and it's still the case now. You have to. I just don't go out there and see it as much.
Oh fuck, ripped it.
Man, I'm gonna have to get this May-call dude that Thomas wants me to hire to do a thing, and so I can go in and out of my front door without having to go out the garage door.
Oh, put a deck on.
What?
Put a porch on the front of
Well,
the
that's what I'm saying. So I mean, you hire somebody to do it. I can't do it myself. Yeah. All right. I got to think in my mind like I have to spend a lot of time coordinating my pain medicine to figure out how to move during the damn day. Now, when that ends, if I can get that to end, if I can get somebody to do something and make that end, that will be great. Oh, I'll go back to be doing all sorts of shit. At least that's the idea.
Yeah, we get a Lowe's Hardware, they'll give you a senior discount and they'll even come and do it for you.
No. Thomas has his contractor he really relies on and trusts, and so I'll take his word for that.
Oh, yeah.
I will.
Yeah, that's a good deal. You sound bad.
Well, Mr. Weatherby's used him, and they've so.
Ah, good. It's really a good guy.
Who?
I said, well, Mr. Weatherby trusts him.
Yeah.
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 I said, then he's really a good guy.
Yeah, he is. I'm sure he is. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, come on, the guy ran the beer brewery.
No, I have no problem with. I have no problem with using this guy. I just hate to cold call people that I've not been introduced to.
Sorry.
And
sorry, Adam.
no, it's fine.
Head chest.
I love to hear bronchial chunks hitting against the sides of airways.
No. Yeah, well, fucking nothing comes up.
Well, it sounds like there's a lot just about ready to come up right now in my educated hearing.
Get me on the back, see if you can help. I'd love to get it out.
You want me to? Do a postural draining here. Lean forward and let it drain forward. Drive that stuff up. It's amazing how much that works.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We use a favor wall back.
You all right?
Back.
You've not. Oh, you're still smoking, right? Well, I don't know. Oh,
Yeah.
yes? Okay, well, not as much. So, well, I mean, as much, but not as much. Right. Like, it amazes me. I see you and how you carry on and you're just fine. And I see me and how I carry on and I get fucked up all the damn time.
I have pissed.
Well, no, why don't you go listen? Why don't you go into the other area there? Well, if you really want to use that one,
Okay. Oh,
I found it running for 2 days once after you used it. That's my fault because I didn't think to check. So anyway, I've had a bit of a like the physical therapy thing. I've been kind of get beaten up here, and I think what I did is I had a spell of sleepwalking the other night. I hesitate to say that, and I know that's leaves me open to open derision and all that, and that's fine. But I have no other way to explain it because when I realized that I didn't have my uh, glasses on, see if I had my glasses on, my glasses would have been smashed. So that means that I got up in the middle of the night and for some reason came out here, probably to take 2 aspirin. And then somewhere along the line, I ended up lying underneath the table where my computers are with my pants and underwear off. I have no idea why. No memory, absolutely zero memory, and I've had vivid dreams, and there's times I've been wanting to get up, or after I wake up. Well, it was clear later I've awakened, uh, and then, excuse me, it's like I've got to go do a case, or I've got to go send in this bill, or I've got to do this. And I'm thinking, I'm standing out here in the middle of the kitchen sometimes before it hits me, before I fully wake up. Oh, wait, no. That was a dream and I'm awake now and I can start the day. And that's happened maybe 6, 7, 8 times, 6, 8 times. Not so I don't know if this is how this happened or not. But, yeah. Well, so the physical therapist yesterday says she was reviewing my schedule. I guess I'm halfway point. I'm at the halfway point. I have 4 more. And she says, it doesn't seem like you're making much progress. Okay. I mean, I'd like to know what they define as progress. To me, defining as progress is like I'm surviving this. To me, progress is surviving this, and man, I certainly know I've been giving it all mine. I mean, I've given it all I can, and they, in fact, 2 of them have said, we send you home when we think you're pretty much exhausted. So it's not like I've been not trying. So I don't quite know what the deal is here.
Did they give you anything to do at home?
No, well they did, but then when they realized that it was making me worse, they said stop doing that.
Oh. Okay.
Um, we've come a long way from the stretching shit. No, I'll soldier on. I'll do the best I can here. I don't frankly think it's gonna, this isn't gonna make that little herniated disc go popping back into its little spot. If it does, well, God bless it if that happens.
Me.
What?
But a lot of times it take out will help.
Well, listen,
Realign it.
I'm a bit more functional than I used to be, okay? But I still have to take all the shit I have to take to be able to get up and move around and do what I do. And my goal was to I don't want to take all this aspirin, and I don't want to take the tramadol.
Right.
I don't want to take the CBD. I'm gonna get down to where I can just kind of like get up and do what Joe does. Okay,
get up and go.
Yeah. So in that sense, we haven't achieved our goal.
Yeah. Or let me get up and go take a piss and a shit and get going for the day. Run out and do what I gotta do.
Well, I can still do that.
Yeah. I mean, come on. Gotta open up 10 bottles of pills to get going for the day. That's bull.
Thank God for pills is all I can say. Well, in that regard, I will say that Paul and I have had a little chat with y'all, and we'll say bye-bye YouTubers, and then I don't know, maybe he and I are gonna, he'll get to watch a little bit of Game of Thrones here, so we'll see. All right, bye-bye.